Next, we're in Hastings, Minnesota for a child custody hearing. It's the second day of trial, and before official proceedings begin, attorney Michelle McDonald, who's representing the mother in the case, approaches the court reporter. McDonald then allegedly accuses the reporter of inaccurately recording the prior day's testimony. She then announces if the court reporter can't do her job, she'll do it. After returning to her table, she pulls out a camera and takes a photo of the courtroom. McDonald's reason for snapping the photo is unclear, but a courtroom deputy takes notice. First, he reminds the attorney that taking photos is prohibited in the district courtroom. Then he confiscates her camera. After what appears to be some heated back and forth, things settle down and the hearing proceeds. But 40 minutes later, during a recess, deputies reapproach McDonald, and they've got some bad news for her. She's receiving a contempt citation for taking photos in the courtroom. They escort her out to a holding area to complete the necessary paperwork. But once there, she refuses to cooperate or give any of her personal information, so she's placed in custody. She's then given a treatment typically reserved only for violent offenders. Under arrest and handcuffed to a wheelchair, the attorney is brought back to her table to finish out the hearing after refusing to stand or walk on her own. McDonald, who appears surprisingly calm given her compromising situation, refuses to speak to Judge David Knutson or present for her client. Following the bizarre incident, McDonald filed a federal civil rights lawsuit against Judge Knutson and county personnel, alleging improper treatment while in the courtroom and during her 36-hour detainment following the hearing. The lawsuit was ultimately dismissed, and the tables turned against McDonald. First, she received a 60-day suspension and 2 years probation for, among other things, repeatedly talking over Judge Knutson and for taking photos in the courtroom without approval. The Minnesota Supreme Court would later suspend McDonald's law license indefinitely for falsely impugning the integrity of the judge in the original case, David Knutson. Thanks for being a fan of CourtCam. Subscribe to A&E to never miss a new video and catch full episodes on aetv.com.